Am I the a-hole for emotionally cheating on my neglectful ex-girlfriend? I always used to look at people who cheat and think about how much better I was than them. I could never do what they do, as they consistently lie to their significant other and give their love and affection to other people behind their backs. I was so against cheating that the thought of my own bae cheating on me with someone else made me sick to my stomach. However, the past 3 years were so emotionally wild for me that I didn't even realize I was cheating for a decent chunk of it, and it's all because of my neglectful ex-girlfriend. We first met in college. She was my neighbor in my dorm building and I thought she seemed pretty cool. I really wanted to get to know her and I was so encapsulated by her existence that I was the one to make the first move. I was at the cusp of exploring my sexuality and discovering who I am as a woman. I knew from the start that I was interested in dating women, and I figured she was the perfect person to test the waters with. Instantly, I fell in love with her. She was smart, funny, downright beautiful, and the object of all my desires. We started dating shortly after and at first it was too good to be true. She checked off all my boxes, gave me all the intimacy I could have expected, and more. However, everything was just a facade. 3 months after dating, she pulled away from me fast and hard. She stopped showing me affection, wanted to spend time with her friends more than with me, and was showing her true colors. She never communicated with me about her whereabouts, would lie to me about hanging out with other women, and made me feel very anxious, unsafe, and sad. She was an expert at love bombing, and in the end only cared about herself. I let our relationship continue for 2 more years and it was full of arguments, begging her to care, crying fits, and reminiscing about when she actually wanted me. Towards the end of our relationship, I was emotionally destroyed, tired, and overall ready to just collapse and deal with her torment for as long as I could because of how much I loved her. That is, until I met my current boyfriend. He was kind, sweet, caring, and very easy to talk to. He ended up being my shoulder to lean on about how much I was struggling in my relationship, and he ended up giving me love, affection, and attention that I was missing for 2 years. We ended up getting so close and became so attracted to each other, that we started messaging about how great of a couple we'd be, how amazing intimacy together would feel, and he would even tell me how much better he'd treat me than my girlfriend. Because I started to feel like I was cheating on my girlfriend, I told her about his presence in my life and how much he meant to me. My girlfriend was furious and told me never to speak to him again and to shut it down immediately. I figured that telling her about how another person wants me so badly would make her want to change her ways and care more about me, but it never did. In fact, she only continued to drift further away and care even less about me. When I told him about the conversation I had with her, he said he felt bad for me and that the only way out of it was to end the relationship altogether. So, after years and years of emotional torment and neglect, I finally had enough courage to break up with her. She blamed the relationship ending on cheating and she failed to take any accountability for how badly she had been treating me the past 2 years. I told her multiple times that my affections for him grew very strong solely because he was giving me the things that she had failed to give me, regardless of how much I cried to her and begged her to treat me better. She refused to see my side of the situation, and I'm sure she's going to hate me for the rest of her life. Nevertheless, that was almost expected, and more. However, everything was just a facade. 3 months after dating, she pulled away from me fast and hard. She stopped showing me affection, wanted to spend time with her friends more than with me, and was showing her true colors. She never communicated with me about her whereabouts, would lie to me about hanging out with other women, and made me feel very anxious, unsafe, and sad. She was an expert at love bombing, and in the end only cared about herself. I let our relationship continue for 2 more years.